Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Jonathan Vertsonis. Welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel, where in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down some ways that you can be using AI to support your own job search moving forward from a recruiter's point of view. Okay, so number one is literally with the job description, okay, to make sure that you are getting the best and most thorough understanding as possible. Put the JD into ChatGPT or AI, whatever AI you want to use, ChatGPT, Claude, etc. Put the JD in there, take out the confidential information if you need to, and just explain the JD or get an understanding of the JD as best and as effectively as possible in your own words. Okay. Too many times, guys, I see candidates show up for job interviews without the most thorough understanding of what they're actually applying for, what the actual position consists of, and what are the actual priorities that the company is looking for in an ideal type of candidate. Okay, by putting this into AI, you are able to understand it in your own words, the easiest things about the job that they're looking for, what are their key priorities, what the actual day-to-day is looking like, and what their ideal candidate is going to look like as well. Okay, by doing this, you're able to get the most effective and best understanding of the position, and you know what you're getting yourself into when you go in for the job interview. Okay, so that's the first thing, just straight off the bat. Easiest way that you can implement ChatGPT in your job search is actually, doing a thorough deep dive into these job descriptions and position descriptions, so you're able to understand as much as possible what you're going in for in the simplest form when you're going for a job interview. Okay, so that is number one. Secondly, is trying to understand the core skills and priorities. Okay, so this is just breaking down a little bit more, but it's also to support yourself with your resumes now. Okay, so as we know, guys, with our resume, you're always going to have a core skills section or like a key skills section. Okay, for this part, it's super important, because what you can do here, and the number one activity that I always give to my own students when I'm coaching them, is go through, maybe 8 to 10 position descriptions. Okay, find the core skills they are prioritizing in their candidates, chuck it into ChatGPT, find the 6 to 8 that are the most common or most frequently seen, and then be able to translate that into your resume based upon your own experience. Okay, therefore you're being more marketable, and you're coming across as a more attractive candidate to the jobs that you're trying to go for. But also from your point of view, you're understanding what these people prioritize in an ideal type of candidate, so then you're able to position yourself as best as possible when you're going in for these interviews. Okay, same goes for the priorities. All right, you need to really understand, guys, with these JDs, what their priorities are, and then being able to translate that in your own resume. Because at the end of the day, guys, a resume is not a whole page about who you are and how amazing you are. It is a sales piece. It is a sales sheet. Okay, it is you showing this company that you're applying for why you are the solution to their problems. Okay, there's no point talking about how you can provide a million solutions if none of them are relevant to the job itself. Okay, so being able to demonstrate that and translate that as effectively as possible, and getting AI to summarize for you what these key points are, is super important, and is super valuable with your job search moving forward, and is genuinely one of the first things that I would tell all of my own students, and I recommend to all candidates that I'm working with for jobs to do this, because it is such an easy win, and you're able to help yourself with your own positioning as best as possible, so you go into interviews a lot more confident, because you're going to be able to speak on your value, and you actually know that the value that you're talking about is relevant to the position, rather than just kind of going into the interview and winging it. Okay, my third and final point is Boolean searching. Now, I'll be honest, guys, I've been working in recruitment now for about a year. That word Boolean, I don't actually know if that's actually how you pronounce it. I'm really sorry if I've butchered that, but Boolean searching, guys, is like the best thing ever. Okay, for me personally, as a recruiter, I use it all the time when I'm trying to find an ideal type of candidate through LinkedIn. I'm able to ask ChatGPT to create for me a Boolean LinkedIn search that I can then put into Google, and then it comes up with all these different people that are relevant to who I'm looking for as my ideal type of candidate for a job. It's a great way to source. A lot of recruiters do use it. But you can flip that now, guys. You can flip that, and you can be able to use that for yourself in order to find ideal types of people to network with. Okay, it's just Boolean searching. It's literally like a coding thing from ChatGPT, and all it does is literally, instead of going into, like, say for example, for me, if I'm a recruiter and I'm trying to do some sourcing, instead of just searching into LinkedIn or searching into Google, certain job from certain city, it does it for you. It kind of creates this ideal code, so it gets rid of all the fluff and just sends it out to you the best names possible, or the most relevant names possible for your search. It's a little bit like if you guys have used LinkedIn Recruiter or LinkedIn Premium, where you're able to do the job searching through there. It's very similar to that, just a lot more detailed, I would say. So, Boolean searching is genuinely one of the best ways that I would say you can do sourcing. I know from a recruiter's point of view, it is extremely valuable and it's free as well. So, it's super, super easy to do it like that. And I would say to flip that from your perspective as a job seeker to find either companies or just people to connect with as well. It's going to be super, super important because what you realize is, guys, if you're on LinkedIn and you've got the free version, which I do, you search up a certain job or you search up a certain person or like a certain type of profile and you search through a couple of people, search through a couple tabs, eventually it runs dry. Eventually, like it does like the blurry thing and you can't see too many more people. And it says, you know, you need to unlock premium to access all these extensive searches. Through Boolean searching, it narrows down the search for you and it's free. So go through ChatGPT. There are many ways that I would say you can find on the internet to find the right specific codes and whatnot to be able to find the searches as best as possible for yourself. But this is extremely valuable, guys, in trying to identify the specific people that you need to be finding for the jobs that you want to work for. So you're able to have important conversations. You can do this with people specifically relevant to the position that you're applying for or the people working your dream jobs. So, you know, 10, 15 years down the track, if you're early career, or even hiring managers, recruiters, etc. It's literally able to help narrow down anyone from any industry, and it is really, really valuable, I would say. It helped me a lot with my sourcing, particularly in the early days when I had really no network. So I would say it is an extremely valuable tool and one to really use and optimize if you are trying to use AI to help you with your own job search moving forward, okay? Hope this helped, guys. I hope you guys got some value from this video. This was a bit of a quicker video, but I thought, you know what, I will just break this down nice and quickly, make it as short and effective as possible for the viewer. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you wanted to learn more about my work and you wanted some more help from me from the implementation side of things, feel free to click the links below. More than happy to help you guys on a one-to-one level as well. Take care, guys, and I will see you guys in the next episode.